Hi there, this is Al. Well, today's video is going to be basically a full day seminar in less than a few minutes. And it's really all about selling, but most important, and I want you to write this down. If you got a pen, write this down. It's not about you, it's about the customer. Let me repeat. It's not about you, it's about the customer. So unless you're doing a transactional sale, which is going online, and just trying to click and buy something. We're not talking about that today. We're talking about something that you're buying, a product or service that needs an appointment, that requires an appointment with a salesperson. The hardest part of the sale is getting the appointment. Nothing harder, because you're asking for someone's time. So how do you get that appointment? It could be old school, it could be knocking on doors, it could be using the phone, a handwritten letter, some sort of virtual, whether it's Zoom or Skype. It can be texting, it could be emailing. The key is to get the appointment. And in that short way you're going to try to get that appointment, you're just going to ask for a few minutes of their time. A few minutes. 5, 6, 7. You don't need longer than that. And then when you get the appointment, Mr. Customer, Ms. Customer, I'd like to ask you a few basic questions. It won't take more than 6 minutes. Would that be okay? And two things are going to happen. You're going to sit there and go, nah, or hey, this has interest. So I'm going to make this so clear whether you're selling something as expensive as a jet or something basic as a band. So you get in front of the customer and you've got a few minutes of their time and you're going to have your questions written out in front of you. Let me repeat, written out in front of you. And here's what you're going to ask the customer, assuming you're selling something as expensive as a jet or fractional ownership in jet service. Mr. or Miss Customer, do you travel for business? If you do travel, have you ever used a private jet? And if so, tell me about your experience. You want to get them to talk. Now, how often do you travel? And tell me about the destinations you travel to. How many people travel with you and your senior team, executives? And tell me a little about your private travel or travel budget. That's it. Get them to talk to you. Now maybe they'll sit there going, we're going to use commercial. It's not something we're going to do. Fine. But you've got to ask the questions to find out. Instead of going in, let me tell you about my jets. We have this size, they seat so many, they're very fuel efficient. Customer doesn't care. Or now, in comparison, something as simple as a band that might cost a bar owner or winery owner $500 to $1,000 for the evening. So if I've got their attention, I've got that appointment, I say, can I ask you a few basic questions? Do you bring in bands for live music? And if so, tell me about the audience. Younger, older, electronic dance music, Motown, disco. Tell me about them. Now, when your audience is there, do you like it when they drink and eat and hopefully dance and have a lot of fun? Of course, the answer is yes. But I want to find out what they want. Tell me about your typical budget that you spend for a larger band, not a duo or a single. And tell me your all-time favorite bands that you brought in and why. That's all I'm going to ask. It's all the same. So the key is get the appointment. Make it about them, not about you. And when you finish that appointment, which is quick, you'll know whether there's a reason for another meeting. Okay? Simple, easy, and I hope this helps. Thanks very much.